Boy, do I want some soda right now. What? Soda's not just for kids, you know.
We have a mission, Administrator. Division 9 is responsible for dealing with quakes and other unpredictable events, Administrator. As you know, sometimes our duties can be somewhat untimely. Have you ever heard of the peripheral sea? Very good. In principle, the activities of the inhabitants of each major zone are limited to areas quite far from the Sapphire Zone borders. In the unlikely event someone gets too close to a border zone, there is always the possibility that the true nature of Gaia might be revealed to a member of the general public. And that is why we have special blocking mechanisms in the peripheral sea. Any ship that breaches this area will encounter storms that interfere with their GPS. And then, once a ship is properly confused about where they're going, they're safely guided back out of the peripheral sea. Notwithstanding our best efforts, there are ships that do make it into these border zones from time to time. But we make sure any report that gets out is simply characterized as paranormal activity or some kind of unbelievable monster encounter. That ensures, at the end of the day, no one takes them seriously. We've had a few vessels find their way into Einsoft's peripheral sea, but our attempts to safely guide the vessels out have, for some reason, failed. They've completely disappeared. We didn't pick up any quakes or anything of that nature at the time. However, the cryptics think that this event may have something to do with Visbanes. And that means us, Administrator. Now, this isn't the kind of thing that we want widely advertised. The zone's design and its existence should be kept strictly confidential. I would like you to lead a team of modifiers to go and investigate. I don't think there's anything to worry about in that regard. The cryptics have assigned a low probability of danger to this mission. As a result, you'll have the pleasure of leading several less experienced members. You'll be surrounded by beautiful blue skies and fair seas on an excellent cruise ship. Let's say it turns out to be nothing. Well then, your team will have the luxury of a gorgeous vacation, paid for at Aether GAZER's expense. I'll email you the list of mission personnel. Make sure they know when to meet you and where to board the ship. Lateness will not be tolerated.
you just check it again? More carefully? I don't understand. How come Master is not on the list?
The list seems complete.
Master!
I got the administrator to forward the list of names to all of you. And yet you still dragged Vidar all the way down here just to confirm what you'd already seen. It's not good to be so clingy, Leviathan. I'm afraid you're going to have to learn to be more self-reliant on this mission, Leviathan. Vidar has a lot of other important tasks to attend to.
I'm not clingy. I'm just a lot more effective with Master.
Leviathan, the penguin that hides behind the pack always gets eaten by the seal.
I know. You've told me that many times, Master.
So, I will not be coming on this mission.
Understood.
Look at the time. Get ready to depart, everyone. The most important question is not which ship will take you, but who will pilot it. In order to bring you to the target location, that person will have to navigate around some very strong ocean currents. It's not a very common skill set. Luckily, we have a professional in Division 9. I've called her in.
Team member? Let's call me Captain.
Administrator, this is Scotty, Division 9's Maritime Field Specialist. Scotty, the success of the mission is in your hands.
No problem. It's a hard place to get to, but I guarantee we won't leave anyone behind. Oh yeah, and looking forward to working together, Administrator.
Are we sailing into that? That's crazy. It's nothing to be frightened of. I've seen Arctic snowstorms that were way worse. Who are you kidding? If a monster in that whirlpool wants to drag the ship down, none of us are getting out. So, why is it so important to investigate these missing ships again?
You could always try reading the mission brief Shu sent you. The peripheral sea is meant to look scary. That's how they make sure ships don't sail in. And if there's a captain crazy enough to sail in, the strong ocean currents are sure to spit their ship back out somewhere else. It's when they don't come back that there's a problem. Just call me Scotty. You've been on my ship for a few days now. You're practically crew. Getting in won't be a problem for me and Snowflake too. All we have to do is make sure we ride the right currents. Have you ever been a water slide admin? Don't worry about it. I've sailed these waters plenty of times. Not sure what'll happen, but rest easy that the ship will not capsize with me here. Snowflake 2's radar is picking something up. Seems like there really may be something strange lurking out there. But I've never run into anything like this before. That signal says there's Bane energy. That we were able to pick up the signal through all the interference here means that this Fizzbane is powerful. As expected, the storm is interfering with our radar. The signal is jumping all over the place. We'll have to get a bit closer to determine exactly where it is. You're my favorite type of crewmate administrator. So, Snowflake 2, full speed ahead! problem.
Don't worry.
I'm all set. I'll give it my best shot.
Out of the way! Waverender is about to set sail! 1, 2, I need all the effects. Super! Waverender and I are unstoppable! Take my sword! Time to turn down the heat!
Enemies! Watch out! I saw them coming around. Take my sword! Ready when you are. We'll see who wins after this!
So reckless.
Let's go, Waverender!
I'm ready. This power will be able to heal everyone.
Haha! Newly made IQ! We couldn't have done this without Waverender! Looks like I'll have to clear out the sea lane. I'm feeling super!
Keep on the offensive! Take my sword!
So reckless.
I saw them coming around.
Waverender and I are an unstoppable team.
Take my sword!
Now's our chance. Let's use it.
Ready, wave, go!
Ready when you are. We'll see who wins after this!
I'm feeling time for battle! Waverender!
Keep on the offensive!
I'm ready. This
Scothy reporting. Patrol mission complete. I'll have to clear out the sea lane. I'm super! Newly made ice cube.
Did you use the wings?
Hurry up and get rid of the thing. Time to turn down the heat. Go, Wayfinder! I'm super!
We'll see who wins after this!
Copy reporting. Patrol mission complete. Out of the way! Wavebrender is about to set sail! I'm feeling super! Can keep up with me! Newly made ice Time to turn down the heat!
I'll heal all your wounds. Yeah, ready when you are. We'll see who wins after this.
I'm feeling super! Let's go, Wayfinder!
On the effect set. I'm ready. This power will be able to heal everyone. Please, heal everyone's spirit. Ready when you are. We'll see who wins after this.
Time for battle! Wayfinder!
I saw that coming already.
I'm feeling super! Newly made ice cube! We couldn't have done this without Wavebrender! The signal is coming from underwater. It's hard to gauge the size of objects underwater. The thing might be quite big. At any rate, it'll definitely be harder to deal with than the scurvy devils that crawled up on deck before. I should use the sensor to gather a bit more data.
Are we talking about a behemoth type? Like Bifrons? Zenkobo, Poseidon, and I managed to take one of those down. What? A behemoth type? And here I was hoping that we could have a nice vacation. This is not a low-risk mission at all. Let's just get back and report this to headquarters. And I'm lodging a complaint first thing when we get back. What's the big deal even if it turns out to be a behemoth type? I don't want to tell Master that I just abandoned my mission like that. Well, maybe a report would convince headquarters to upgrade the mission difficulty level and send Vidar out to help us. Doesn't that sound nice, Leviathan? You're not fooling me! I can deal with not having Master around, but working with Senkibo? Ugh! I, for one, am glad to have Leviathan in my group.
So, are we going to contact headquarters or not?
I think the sensor attracted its attention.
My ears are ringing! It's nowhere near as large as Bifrung's, but something tells me it's going to be a lot harder to deal with.
The Bane energy went off the charts when it came out of the water. I have no idea what kind of Bizbane this is. Forget the mission, admin. We need to retreat.
I told you!
Hold on, everyone. We're about to sail very quickly. Whatever you do, do not throw up on Snowflake 2's deck.